Welcome guys. Today I wanted to show you an Giuoco piano game which is really very instructive. I think for many of the players, so they are from beginners to the top level players, this game would be very instructive. Actually, this game was played between Muzichuk and Ho Yifan in 2016, and the game goes e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, castles, knight f6, d3, d6, c3, castles, bishop g5. Bishop g5 is an excellent move here, and after bishop g5, h6, and after bishop h4, there is g5. There is g5, guys, and the bishop goes to g3. And let's see what happens if instead knight takes g5. Then h takes g5, knight takes g5 is shown as a best move here, and after knight takes g5, h takes g5, that is bishop takes g5. The next white goes for black goes for a5, a5, and after a5, knight d2, knight d2, and king g7, king g7. I think this is one of the needed moves. This is in this position the black knight is in pin, and after king g7 there will be knight f3, knight f3. Is it a good move? No, knight, not a knight f3, it is queen f3. Queen f3 comes, putting pressure, adding pressure on the pinned knight, and after queen f3 there is rook h8. So please note these moves, guys. These moves should be played in this position. After rook h8 there is knight bishop d5. Bishop d5, is it a good move? Bishop d5. After bishop d5, after bishop, instead of bishop d5, bishop d5 is also a good move, and rook a e1 is also a good move here. And then queen e7, queen e7. Then after queen e7, or else bishop can be played here. Bishop e6, bishop e6. After bishop e6, um, there is a3 here. a3, is it a good move? a3, a3, a3. No, a3. Instead of a3, h4 is the computer shows h4 is the best move here. After h4, there is queen e7. After queen e7, then bishop d5, then rook h6, guys. Rook h6, or rook, no, instead of rook h6, rook a g8, then a3, then knight d8, knight c4, and after knight c4, knight rook h6. Rook h6 is shown as a best move here, guys. I think the bishop is a very strong. The dark squared bishop of white is very strong here. The So we have to give up our rook. So now knight e3, knight e3, knight e3 is a good move. Knight e3. After knight e, bishop might take the rook, or else bishop takes, the knight must be taken, because otherwise it would come to f5. So if instead of knight e3, the rook also can be taken. Yeah, if the rook is taken, then king takes h6. And if you see here, guys, we are actually, white is a piece down here. We have 4 minor pieces and white has 2 minor pieces, and white has 2 rooks, we have 1 rook, but still the queens are on the board, and I think there is an attack on the white king. So this position is we have good compensation for the exchange we have lost, and also the pawns. And after bishop takes e6, there is f takes e6 and g3, knight h5 and king h2 and rook f8 and queen e2, queen g7, knight e3 and bishop takes e3. Then the knight should be taken, and after queen takes e3, king h7, then queen e2 attacking the knight, queen g6, uh, rook g1 and queen f7, rook ef1, queen e3. Instead, if the queen is taken, then rook takes f3 comes, and king g2, rook takes d3, comes. If at all like this, and then the pawn will be lost. So the queens must not be exchanged here. So guys, I think you should have learned how to play in this position. So it is not wrong to take the g5 pawn by white. Here he can still take the pawn, or can go to bishop g3. After bishop g3, black would get initiative. After g4, knight h4, knight h5, a4, and these moves are played by the players, guys, not suggested by the computer. And after a4, a6, knight a3, queen g5, knight c2, bishop a7, knight e3, knight e7, d4, queen g7, de5, de5, knight ef5, bishop takes f5, e takes f5, bishop c5, rook e1, knight takes g3, h takes g3, and king h8. After queen e2, queen bishop d6, queen e4, and rook a b8, bishop e2, h5, rook a d1, knight g8. Guys, you can see on the right side the moves. About the moves, the computer is suggesting that all the moves played are the best moves here. And king h2 is a mistake, guys. King h2 is a mistake. And then knight queen g5, bishop c4, knight f6, queen e3 is an inaccuracy. After queen takes e3, rook takes e3, there is e4, guys. e4 is an excellent move here. And after rook e2, rook b d8, bishop b3, rook d7, f3, rook e8, rook d1, rook d7, bishop c2, e takes f3, rook takes e7, and after rook takes e7, there is f2 here. And I think nothing can be done. Even if bishop d3, there will be this move. I think there is no use here. After knight f3, I think knight f3 has to be played because the king is stuck, guys. The king can't move. The g1 square is controlled, and also the h3 square is controlled by black. So he has to sacrifice a piece to get space for the king. After gf3 is actually a mistake here. There is gf3 again, but still I think black is winning here. So I hope you would have enjoyed this game, guys. I thought this I put this game because it was very instructive game of Giuoco piano. There are still many games there. I'll be uploading it. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you.